Feel like fever, fever, every night. Fever, fever, when we fight. Fever, fever, in my head, in my mind. I was blinded by your lies. You were never real. You built me up and broke me down. This is how I feel. I was blinded by your lies. You left me all alone. You built me up and broke me down. Shattered every bone. I was blinded by your lies. You left me all alone. You built me up and broke me down. Shattered every bone. Rising like the sun, I'll be moving on. How could I ever be with you after all you put me through? I've been holding on to you, I was dumb. Trying to hurt me with those words, I was numb. It felt like fever, fever, and my heart fell apart. I was blinded by your lies. You were never real. You built me up and broke me down. This is how I feel. I was blinded by your lies. You left me all alone. Built me up and broke me down. Shattered every bone. I was blind. Your love was never Your love was never
Beginning phase 3 shutdown. Warning. Oxygen levels depleted.
I have my mic muted. Let's get this party started. I'm gonna turn the music down. How are y'all doing this wonderful Sunday? Sadly not a football Sunday, but football returns soonish. We got the NFL draft coming up. Who doesn't love the NFL draft? If you don't love the NFL draft, you might not be an American. You're a dirty communist, or you just don't watch American football. Welcome in, everybody. How are y'all doing today? It is great to see you as always. I am your host, Deuce, and we're going to be talking today about the very things added in to today's weekend, or very busy weekend, where we've got the leaderboard event, which I am currently ranked 7th in. We've got to go destroy the machine, because of course we do. Yay, Doomsday Bugs. And we've got a lot of other things going on as well. Anomalous Phenomenon, our Threat from Beyond, our ticket events. So, a big welcome in to everybody that is here. And hopefully, we're going to have a good, productive stream, answering whatever questions you might have, going over whatever you might be going over, and just having a good time. That's my goal. That's my goal. So good to see everybody in here. You're American and you hate football? Well, then you're not an American, Barnabas. I'm sorry to inform you. You're in fact not an American. The most popular sport in America, and if you don't follow it, well, then you're not American. Probably one of those dirty Canadians. Happy Sunday to you as well, Major Sam. If you think about the Bears and Panthers trades, I think anybody that trades for the #1 overall pick is making a bad move. But that's me. The new X-Borg research to reduce the grind is awesome. Yeah, same. I love it. I absolutely love it. And Major Sam, I also love hockey. Go Red Wings and go Mudbugs. So it is, there are a couple of tweaks that we've been talking about and feedback that we've been passing along to the dev team that need to happen, like real small tweaks. But overall, yeah, I think that, I think it's great. It's the best way I can really put it out there. I truly do believe that it is a great addition to the game and something that was not only really needed, but also came out and performed better than expected. Because I'll be honest, when these things happen, my first thought is always, oh, well, they're going to make grind easier, but there's going to be a $100 prime, you know, and maybe I get too cynical at times. Maybe I do get too cynical at times, and that's not the case. That's not the case. This one is legitimately that level of help. Now, Malachi says, I thought baseball was America's pastime. It was, but baseball has been passed as the most profitable and most watched sport for many years. In fact, it's about to get passed by basketball, if I remember the metrics. I have to go back and look. But that doesn't mean baseball is boring or anything, but just that the popularity of baseball has been dipping as a whole. I'm deciding to hold off on doing any more X-Borg research until the next event starts, though I'm unlocked a bunch of them with rep. I personally have been waiting. Like, I've been just going through and doing them, but I don't think there's a wrong answer there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to take advantage of events, because I never tend to even come close to winning those events. I usually don't care that much, but that's not a wrong strategy, right? Like, that is not a mess up for somebody to do that. So yeah, go for that. That makes sense. I'm not doing it, but I don't want people to see me not doing it and go, well, I'm not doing it because Rev's not doing it. I mean, if you can literally complete events, SMSs or SLBs while waiting, go for it. It's just not the strat that I typically lean on. Any way to punch up on Dominion solos? Level 35s are a joke. Level 40s crush me. Of course there is. Depends on your research and officers. Depends on your research and officers. We've got 35s doing the 40s all the time. But, you know, they've got very tiered up epics. They are usually running Cerritos boost. They're running Exocomp boost. And they've got a whole slew of research working. So, yeah. And no Comcasting going on right now, Dale. All you. All you. Soccer's #1? Not here, but I mean, it is entertaining. Go Red Wings, nice. Soccer to me is extremely boring. Like, soccer to me is the epitome of 5 minutes of action in a 60-minute game on the pitch. But there are definitely some moments that are really enjoyable. I like watching soccer highlights. I can't sit down and watch a soccer game. It's just too boring for me. Ooh, I need to get in on that epic. Hold your horses. I need to launch that epic, but let me get in on this epic. You can tell we're doing armadas right now. Soccer, baseball, golf, all have similar energy like that. But that's just, it's about what you like. Jimmy says, how crucial is Picard and Beverly to this group of officers? Are they worth adding to our existing? It's up to you, man. I mean, I don't see, it's a mixed bag. Look, when officers are super, super niche, which is exactly what like Beverly is and what Picard are, they're either going to be incredibly useful that people really invest in and find value in, or they're not going to be useful at all. And what it means is for you, you have to decide whether that's worth it. Are you actually going to use those officers? Like, you're going to use Picard Beverly versus freebooters? Are you going to use Picard, this Admiral Picard? Are you going to use him against explorers? Are you actually going to use him in PvP? The answer is no. Then no, it's not worth it. If the answer is then yes, then yeah, it is. It is. So I'm not in territory. I'm aware I'm not in territory, Brian. Why do people talk like I don't know what's going on in my own game? Thoughts on spending for Picard Bev or wait for the next auction? I mean, I spent because I took my Pilum to tier 5. So I blew a lot, and currently the leader is at 27 million. Then we got a 25 million. I do have more to dump in, but if I stay in the top 10, honestly, I'm probably just going to stay in the top 10. I got no real reason to just like blow as much as possible, but the Rev Barf territory. There you go, Barf Mog. How you doing, man? No second epic, no Cerritos, no Augur Cloak yet. All those things can factor into your ability to do Dominion solos. And the one thing I've appreciated about the game is it feels like it's stretching more horizontally, where, you know, you don't have to just level up. You can actually sit there and focus on getting better at the game. Focus on the little things that make the game better. And I like that. I think that's a way that the game is improving. But, you know, that depends on, I guess, your perspective. But I like that. I think that it's good that you can now sit at the 30s and find more enjoyment and unlock more things. And not just ships, by the way, officers too. A lot of things in the 30s have gotten much better in terms of sourcing. So I think that that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Let's see, should be, all right, good. We're at the Armadas. Yay, Armadas. And then I had this loadout for PvP, but I really don't know if I'm even going to do PvP. For those who've been looking, the redemptions, these SMSs last 2 days. And the PvP one is a pain in the keister. It's a pain in the keister unless somebody's feeding you easy kills. So they need to protect non-PvP events just as they expect PvP events to be respected. Adam, honestly, I don't agree, because you don't have equal number of PvP events and PvE events. That doesn't exist. You've got like one set of PvP events that'll come in an entire month. So I don't actually agree with that. Now, if it was a 1-to-1 thing, like if we were getting one PvP event and one PvE event, then yeah, they need to be completely separated. But you'll get them like once a month. I don't think they're equal. I don't think they're equal. Maybe that's just me though. I don't think they're equal. PvP killed miners and wasted event tickets. I mean, okay. And that's the game. And I'm not saying that that's not a pain point and that doesn't suck when it happens to you, but that's also the game. I mean, it's a 4X game. It's a game built around explore, exploit, exterminate. That's part of it. And those mechanics aren't for everybody. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like they are, but that's also the game. So, yeah, I need to message Neuro real quick. All right, and we'll find a note. Alliance Mate had an interesting idea: make mining events dock with, so you could OPC hunt or mine. So personally, as a huge pirate, I would love that. I think the drawback to that is exactly what you have, like Adam here saying, is, well, they hate the mix of PvP and PvE. I love that idea, but I will also add that there are so many researchers in the game and officers in the game that increase protected cargo. It can be hard to find the protected cargo. Like, it can be legitimately difficult to get the protected cargo. You know, I mean, you can find it. I'm not saying you can't, but I am saying that it is getting harder to find the higher you level up because of the different officers and ships available. Afternoon, Omicron, how you doing? Hey, Bostov, how you doing? We know you have a level 42 in commons now. The Pilum. What's my next ship? My next ship is the Coronar, but that's going to be months away. But my plan is to get the Coronar next. I've got my Pilum tier 5. I don't have it out right now because we are doing Eclipse Armadas. But the Pilum is out right now. And wrong account. I actually logged into my level 29 account. I haven't logged in over the weekend, so it got raided, which is no big deal. But trying to get all these different things in. The ticket events and the dailies and gas nodes are going to be a pain in the butt to find. See, come over. Can I make it to Hall? I can. All right. Thank you for dropping the links, Falcon. Push button to go level 39. Should I wait a bit or spin the lad to speed up? I mean, there's no real reason to speed up, except do you have the ISS Jelly ready to go? I'm going to assume no. But if you do, the ISS Jelly event is in 2 weeks, a week and a half from now. And then Parabellum is this upcoming week. So if you speed up, you'll get Parabellum on this upcoming Wednesday. So that could be a big one for you. That's a reason to level up and speed it up. Now, you say that my event should not be respected because it only gets disrespected a little. That's exactly what I'm saying, Adam. And I'm also saying that it shouldn't get as much. I don't even like using the word respect. But basically what you're asking for, Adam, is for PvP to not be an option when this game is a PvP war game. And I don't think that's fair to what this game actually is. There's already so many limitations placed on PvP with a high number of our players who want to do that. So I don't think it's fair to do that. I don't think it's fair at all. The fact that spinning icon graphic and the purple alliance button is not centered is hurting my OCD. Yeah, Alpha, I noticed that as well. Haven't brought it up because it seems so silly, but the fact that it is not centered when it pops up really does annoy the hell out of me. I mean, it's the silliest things, but Scopely wants to make an area region for PvP. Why not make a single faction space as PvP? PvP event and active all Klingon space, honor your house in combat. Again, that's such a massive region of space for servers that have, 2,000 active players on it. With Parabellum being so easy to complete, would they consider upgrading the requirements to finish the rewards? No. Are you talking about like upping the milestones? I sincerely doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. Does Dax work against Borg solos? Dax works against any solo. So if we bring her out, which I don't have her, but we do have a lot of logs of using her. Where is she at? Come down here. Yeah, I'm 18 away, but Warrior Spirit, Solo Armadas, that's any solo, whether it's a Dominion or a Borg, it's any. Adam says bullying equals deciding that their PvP event is more important than my mining event. No, it's not. Oh my God, we have another example of somebody not knowing what the word bullying means. It's not bullying. That is playing a PvP game as it's designed. Guys, this is not Farmville. I know you hear it all the time from other PvP players and you get sick of hearing it. This is a PvP war game. It is not meant for you to go out there and do nothing but missions and mine your entire gameplay. It's why they never opened a PvE only server. It's why you have these events. You agreed to play a war game. So play the war game. Play the war game. Play the war game. Let's see. Hit random ships in this system. See if we can quickly complete it. I have a tier 2 Dax. Is she worth more than burning or hull breach with Gorkon or Nero? Short answer, she is not worth more than hull breach if everybody's running a critical build. Like if you got everybody running a critical build, she's not better. Spent money on a ticket PvP because it would be wasted. There's no ticket event for PvP. The ticket events yesterday weren't for PvP. This is a open SMS. The Galron, Impress Galron's an open SMS. The mining ticket event, you did not have to come mine in this system. I finished mine completely okay. As did, if you're in the chat and you managed to finish your mining ticket event yesterday, raise your hand. Hey, Barfin, thank you for the hit. Barfin, you gonna summon some Weekos? Thank you, Barfin, I appreciate it. Chat speaks for itself. Mining events are easy to complete. There are so many different systems, so many different nodes. The PvP event going on right now did not stop 99.9% of players from completing the event. It's not a bully, Adam. You're frustrated. And look, I say this in the most nicest way I can. If you hate PvP this much, this might not be the game for you. And that's okay, by the way. But this game is a PvP game. That doesn't make people who do PvP bullies. It makes this game a war game. And that's what it's built around. I can tell you that the people who do the game, like the designers, game design, ops, the people that I've worked with for 4 years, it's not bullying. Like, you couldn't go report them for bullying. It's not. I mean, I don't think they're trolling Alpha. I think they feel a certain way, but I think the key is that they have to learn to adjust, or maybe just because it's Star Trek doesn't mean it's for them, right? Now, I got awesome friends like Barfin here who are just letting me complete it by kind of cheesing the event here, which I appreciate Barfin letting me do. He just sent some cheap ships here and we just finished it out. So shout out Barfin. But yeah, I mean, the word bully gets thrown around so much towards people who PvP, and I just don't think that's fair. And I never have. I don't think that's fair. So I won't say that the game doesn't have bullies, Arnold, but bullies are people who are breaking TOS in chat and renaming themselves and doing stuff like that. Any form of PvP is not bullying. Not a single form of PvP is bullying. That's just PvP. But once you get past that point, there is harassment and bullying that can happen in this game that breaks terms of service, and that we should definitely, as a community, try to get rid of those people. Right? We should definitely push to get rid of that. That's my thoughts. We should definitely work on that. Bullying is not being allowed in any alliance. That's not bullying either. That's sociodynamics of a server. There's probably something the player did to not get allowed in any alliance. Oh, let's see. Where is Admiral Pegasus says, can you repeat the 4X for this game? So these type of games, there's a lot of them, are built around a 4X strategy, which is explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. It is I mean, for those who've been gaming for a long time, you'll remember this style back in like the 90s and everything. It may be going back into the 80s, but lots of games are built around this economic and technological development so that you can go out and win by military or non-military means. But yeah, it's a lot of games like that. But I mean, I'm in an alliance that's at war with like 3 different alliances, and I managed to complete mine, and everybody else in chat did. So it becomes an effort thing. Now, what I won't disagree with is the argument that these events makes it more difficult, because it can make it more difficult, but it definitely doesn't make it impossible, as evidenced by everybody in the chat saying, yeah, I did it. So it's the best game with the IP. They only include PvP because it's so lucrative. Well, they include PvP because, contrary to what I feel like, there's a little bit of revisionist history with Star Trek fans sometimes. Star Trek is an extremely war and combat happy series. I mean, maybe not in the original series as much, but literally every other series. I mean, Deep Space Nine, TNG, especially later TNG, tons of conflict, tons of war. Enterprise, same way. Discovery, same way. Voyager, literally the entire theme of Voyager is them fighting off the Borg and the Kazon and the Hirogen. I mean, so realistically, that's what Star Trek is. We just hide it behind the veil of, you know, well, that's not how it is, but it is. So, yeah, Two World War, TOS has conflict. I just wouldn't say it's as conflicting as some of the others, but it does have conflict. I didn't get my ticketed items done yesterday, but then again, I was flying all day. Hey, Tony, that sounds freaking awesome. Flying sounds freaking awesome. Let's see. I want to make sure I can beat these. But why can't you click? What is this? Why am I getting stuck on that? What is that? All right, that's a weird glitch. Let's go with the very easy Meridian. Get the Meridian off of there. Oh, Madmail, there's a Picard SLB right now. Right here. I am currently ranked 7th in the Picard SLB. Currently ranked 7th in the Picard SLB. So, Star Trek ethos is hope, not hypocritical, not bullying. Adam, as someone who has literally worked with the writers of Star Trek, you're making Star Trek what you want it to be, not what it truly was, which is fine. You're allowed to love a franchise and want it to, and it represents something to you. But I'm here for cold hard facts, and that's not the cold hard fact. So. Gene Roddenberry said hope. Gene Roddenberry, look, here's another hard truth. The best Star Trek ever came after Gene Roddenberry. That's just facts. Best Star Treks came after Gene Roddenberry. So, best Star Trek definitely came after Gene. I found PvP, but I think they should narrow down the bracket of levels when a player can hit. When a higher level strikes down, it can be very one-sided. It can be, Vinny. I've definitely heard that argument, and they said that they are willing to look at it, but well, Arnold, no. Well, my facts are backed up by numbers. I mean, more people prefer TNG and DS9 than they do TOS. I mean, those are just real numbers. All the critics agree with the best Trek was during Gene's life. No, they don't. No, they literally do not. Adam, go look up all the critics. They don't agree that the best Trek was during Gene's control. That's definitely not true. He was alive during DS9 and TNG, but he didn't have control. What are you talking about? Adam, what are you talking about? You don't know your Trek history. Don't know your Trek history. Always interesting to see who knows their Trek history. STFC is all about hope and dreams. Yes, is exactly meme. Adam, look, I'm just gonna say it like this, Adam. You don't know Trek better than I do, though. Gene Roddenberry had to step away from Next Generation after season 1 because of health issues. And while he was still there because it's his IP, he was no longer this lead writer. He was no longer the guy calling the shots, right? It actually started going over to Furman, which is a whole nother bad topic. Didn't go completely over, but that's where the process started. It's just not true, right? The best Treks in terms of TV scores and everything else came after Gene Roddenberry. It doesn't matter what the ethos of Trek is, the game is the way it is. It's also true too, Sugar Fat Man. It doesn't really matter what the ethos of Trek is, which has expanded so much over 60 years. It's about what the game is now. This is a PvP war game. So, how about Picard's? Wendell, we're not doing spoilers for season 3 Picard. Please do not mention anything about season 3 Picard. We don't want to do any spoilers. Any spoilers. All right, let's get more of these in. We got to recall this miner. There's so many different docks I got to repair and everything and keep up with. Do our swarms. Sadly, my freebooters does not make it to where I don't have to kill 75 swarms. I'm still out here doing the originals. Still out here doing the originals. Honestly, other than TNG, which helped capture my imagination as a kid, I think Strange New World and Lower Decks is absolutely fantastic. I agree, both. Those are both good. And they've both got, for the most part, really good critical reviews. Picard doesn't have the strongest critically reviewed first 2 seasons. It's solid, but it's not going to put it into the top 3 of Trek if you're going by what critics say. Doesn't mean Gene was a bad producer, just that he limited Star Trek until the next generation of showrunners took over. This is true. I mean, look, Gene made something that we are all here to celebrate and love. But like, there are even individual writers that I would put toe to toe with Gene and say that they were much better than Gene. Example, Ronald D. Moore, who worked with DS9, is a better sci-fi and Star Trek writer than Gene Roddenberry. And that part's opinion. That's an opinion. I'm not backing that up with stats. That's an opinion. But there's some amazing people who fell in love with Star Trek and have helped take Star Trek to the next level. So tell us about your Pilum, living the dream. My Pilum is currently not being used because we're doing these armadas, but we will switch it out and show the tier 5 Pilum here in a bit. I'm very excited about having a tier 5 Pilum. But there, actually, let's go ahead and recall this one so y'all can see it. Yeah, TS9 and DS9 were episodic shows, Card. They were both episodic shows. Now, DS9 did become a show that added in more overreaching arcs, but it still is an episodic show. Whereas, like, Discovery is not episodic. Discovery is very linear in the progress it's taking from episode 1 to episode 12. So yeah, I agree. Ronald D. Moore is amazing, Andy, and honestly, Moore doesn't get as much of a shot as he probably has gotten, except for the fact that Star Trek was a thing that really helped boost him up. Though he's done a lot of amazing work. So. But yeah, I mean, it's wild. It's wild how much Star Trek has grown, and not only in this game, but just in general. In general, right? Like, Star Trek has become such a massive thing, but yeah. See, I think what was the wasn't the animated series was the first Star Trek to win a daytime Emmy? I think it was the animated series. The first time to win a daytime Emmy. I'm not a huge Andromeda fan, FYI. Just FYI, I'm not a huge Andromeda fan. It's okay, but yeah. I believe Picard will give the TNG crew a good farewell. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be better than Nemesis was, right? Nemesis was terrible. Nemesis was awful. That's a node. Okay. I'm just now getting those messages. Were they there the whole time? I didn't see those. How you find the ARC event so far? I mean, I don't like that there's no SMS paired to the SLB, but I also knew that was coming. I don't like that. I do like these other SMSs that are really good loot payouts. I don't like that my spend event is tied only to the leaderboard, so I either win or I don't. I don't like that. But I was going to upgrade my Pilum no matter what. I wasn't going to wait another, week or 2 weeks to upgrade the Pilum. So now I have this bad boy right here, tier 5, looking pretty. Got my officer bonuses maxed out, running 10D below decks. This is my Armada crew for my Pilum. And tier 5, she is a gorgeous lady. She is absolutely stunning. And I am very happy to have her. This tier 5, I want to get to tier 7, but this tier 5 will carry me into the 50s. If I never took it a little bit higher than it is now, it would carry me into the 50s if I wanted it to. I am going to take it higher, but yeah. Exciting. This also means I've got to continue to focus on pulling all of my rewards. I got to go behind more gas. I got to pull ship parts particularly. Cannot forget to pull ship parts. I'll have to be doing this a lot. Best thing about Star Trek is that there is enough Star Trek for everyone. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, there are Star Treks that I'm not the biggest fan of, like Voyager, which I've made that clear, but I still love Star Trek as a whole. And hell, I've watched Voyager completely several times. So. Hey, Triax, how you doing? Time changes messed up your routine? Yeah, I can see that. Here's the big unspoken question, Rev. Will we, at the end of this arc, end up with 3 Picards? Riker, Beverly, etc. 3 Picards? I mean, there are more officers coming for the set, yeah. It's really weird for them to be called Pick Beverly. That's just, like, I realize they're trying to reference the show Picard, but it's really awkward to, the naming structure is really awkward. Pick Admiral Picard. It's a really weird naming structure. They literally could have just said Admiral Picard and like Renegade Beverly Crusher, whatever you want to call her. It's yeah, it's just a weird naming structure. It's a very weird naming structure. But we've got 2 Picards in the game right now. Weird naming structure. I can't get over how weird the naming structure is. Anyway, hop out of here. Yes, fantasy. But I'll be honest, if I'm doing pirating, most of my pirating will actually be done with my Talios because it has the big O yummy cargo bay. It's huge. Speaking of factions, can I do my epic pull? Rogue. Dang it, I gotta do more epics. I need to launch an epic. Got your Pilum tier 6 yesterday. Parts wise, I now need to scrap 14 D3s. Yeah, I've got to remember, Tough. We put out the chart. I think I still have the chart here. I can put it up again. If you're going just for parts alone, like you're only focusing on parts, the most efficient thing to do is Saladins. If you're only trying to do parts efficiency. Here, I've got my cheat sheet up here. Here we go. If you're doing it just for parts, then you want to go Saladin. In terms of you're getting more parts to uncommon or uncommon to parts by doing it this way. So this is just if you're wanting to be as efficient as possible. If you want to be as efficient as possible. So, something to think about. And this chart, before anybody asks, is in my Discord. It's in the STFC channel. I think it's in the STFC general channel. So, take it off now. Bam! What'd you think about Tom Hardy's performance in Nemesis? So I hated the Nemesis storyline. Absolutely hated it. I thought Tom Hardy did a solid job as an actor. I still hated the storyline. Thought it was one of the worst movies. I am not a Star Trek Nemesis fan as a movie, but I don't think Tom Hardy's acting was terrible. Carissa, I would definitely tell you to worry about parts. Parts are harder to obtain in the 40s and 50s than uncommons are. Parts are harder to obtain than uncommons are. Also, for those that missed it, I want to show y'all a joke that I made. I made a joke in our merch store. I saw the link get shared out by Falcon. Falcon, thank you for the link. I made a joke shirt. I don't expect anybody to actually buy this, but hopefully it brings you a giggle to your face. If it doesn't bring a giggle, well, rip. But I made a joke, and I, as always, think my jokes are hilarious, so I'm going to show it to you. you can now be the proud owner of a Prime Rev Deuce shirt. 100% bonus to your charisma efficiency. It's only $99.99. It's only $99.99. Now, do I expect anybody to ever buy this? No, absolutely not. But we've got a Rev Deuce Prime shirt, limited edition, and it's $99.99. Clayton, you don't get it? Clayton, you play Star Trek Fleet Command, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You play Star Trek, right? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't expect somebody to actually buy it, but it made me giggle when I made it. So maybe I'll make a special code. Is there a free-to-play path to the shirt? I mean, maybe I'll do a giveaway for it. But I just thought it was hilarious. What I'm probably going to do though is I'm going to make like a special discount code that knocks off like, you know, $65 or whatever. With all this power creep, that's such a small bonus. Traction, that's part of the joke. Oh my goodness. Man, it's crazy the primes and stuff that they do in this game. But I mean, people buy them, you know, and arguably invalidating some of their primes when they come out with new things like this new building. But hey, call the discount code efficiency research. I am going to make a discount code for it because, again, I don't expect anybody to actually buy that shirt, but it just made me giggle. Have my home foundation. There is on that side of the house, there's a 2-inch drop, and on this side right here is like 1.5 inches. So apparently it was missed. Free play path on the way, only takes 2 years to earn it for free. You know what? I think I know what I'll do with it. Actually, I just thought of how that'll work. I know what I'll do. I'll do it as a reward for when somebody buys 10 items from the store, like it's their 10th item they've bought, then I'll go get that. If it's their 10th item, that's what they'll get. You need to be over there. Yes. Then I need to ask for a star. Because I really need the epics. I think I'm one epic turn-in away from going tier 9. Anyway, chat, what game questions y'all have? Let's talk Star Trek Fleet Command. What game questions do you have right now? Bring them to me. I need them and I want them. I want to hear all the Star Trek questions. And by the way, if there's 318 people listening here, I've been talking about this recently. Y'all don't have to, but if you've ever played the game Rust, I'm thinking about opening up a Rust server just for my friends to play on. And y'all could come play with me. But no one will ever buy a Prime shirt. Oh, I know. I don't, like I said, I 100% don't expect anybody to buy that shirt. I'd call somebody crazy if they did. But I'll tell you this, if you bought the shirt, you'd be one of the only ones with people with it. One of the only people in the world with it. Because ain't nobody else buying it. What's the best crew for freebooters? So that's so difficult because it depends on what you have. Like, for example, I can run Hugh below decks. Game changer. Absolute game changer. Let me actually go do my freebooters right now. So I can do Hugh below decks. Do that. Where is Hugh? We'll put Hugh up here instead of Fluffy Tribble. And then we scroll. Where is our friend Gorkon? We gotta change these crews around. Honestly, discard. Take you off and dang it, my miner has. Okay, let's see. Do I have that preset saved? Kind of. All right, so we'll just do it this way. apply. And then name or strength. Let's sort by attack. Gorkon. And group. Hue. There. Now we need to find Hue below Dex. Hue. Confirm. Swap. Pilum. That's right. Really don't even need him. Could do Lorca instead. Just to try to get it as quickly as possible instead of waiting on a particular shot. Even though my Lorca is kind of a baby. Where's my Lorca? Lorca is away from keyboard right now. Lorca's AFK. Let's go do some freebooters. Tell me what Rust is on your stream. I mean, I don't have the game pulled up, but here I can pull this up. Give me just a second. Rust. And screen. So this is Rust. Rust is a PC game that is basically survival. You literally start off with a rock. I'll let you watch the intro video up here. You start off with a rock. You got to build a base. You got to unlock weapons. You fight other players. It's very PvP oriented, but it's also harvesting, gathering, building a big strong base, all that other stuff. Craft tools and items. So it's something that I've played for a long time off and on, and yeah, something as simple as that. There you go. That's what it is. Anyway, back down we go. With the 40s bottleneck on parts, is it smart to wait to get the export component efficiency up? It is good. Also, don't do like Rev did, because I did this. I forgot about this before I was doing my Pilum upgrades last night. Remember, go in your outlaw tree. The barterings. Get these up. I completely forgot about these, and I regret it. I have many regrets. I forgot about these and did not have it leveled up enough to take advantage of. But level these up as well, your barterings. Very important. Very important. Get these maxed out. I went to from tier 2 to tier 5, and that research was like 4 out of 10. So big miss. How's my mental health doing? It's been up and down, Rebellion. I would say my mental health is doing mostly good because I've got y'all, the community, and the community helps keep me propped up. But there's a lot of stress just from all these things that won't stop hitting, right? There's a lot of things that just won't stop coming at me. But I'm very grateful to have what I have. I'm not drowning in debt or anything yet, so we're good. Stress is high, but also I'm one of the lucky people that can honestly say that I love my job. Because I do. I legitimately love my job. I love doing this. I love being a content creator. I love helping the community. I really do love doing what I do. They got a new game. I think it's called Into the Forest. It's called Sons of the Forest. I actually played The Forest when it came out. The new one is called Sons of the Forest, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, the Galaxy Research has them as well. There's multiple ship parts efficiency. It'd probably honestly make a good video. So, something that we need to really teach players where the best things to go for are, especially if you're going into this, leveling up, trying to max and everything. So, thank you for dropping the Discord link. If people think there's bullies in STFC, they definitely won't like Rust. Yes, I mean, Rust is, if you are a pure PvE player and miner, it is technically possible to do it on Rust. They have servers devoted to it, but it is very much a PvP fight. It's a very much PvP fight. But I enjoy it, so everybody's allowed to have what they enjoy. Just like, you know, Adam earlier, he really enjoys mining, and I'm good with that. I'm good with it however anybody wants to play. Everybody's allowed to enjoy what they enjoy. You remember to like it. I hope you do, Pokey. I appreciate it. Pokey, by the way, you should have gotten in your email, because Pokey, you bought merch. You should have gotten in your email a thank you. Let's see. Check. Thank yous. Sent. And yep, you should have one, Pokey. Go take a look. Now, some of the shirts, by the way, if you've ordered a t-shirt, some of them did have a delay because they had a massive storm at one of the manufacturing plants. But they said the delay was 1 to 2 weeks. So awesome, Pokey. That's great. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Makes me happy. I like making people smile. Missing Hostile Crew Refresher. Wood Cannon, also really good. Remember, I have a channel on my Discord. For those who haven't checked it out, I have a channel in my Discord. I have a channel in my Discord for recommending or asking for videos from content creators. And I've got it set to where every content creator can actually see that if they want to make videos. So if there's something that you want to see, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. I'm glad. I mean, I am, those that don't know, I'm not one of those content creators who only want you to watch me. Like, I support Ultimate DJ. Like, I raided into Ultimate DJ's face reveal last night. We've got I Am Highlanders that we've talked to a lot. Black Hat Dan has been, you know, done work with the show. Stewie Do. We helped launch the officer tool. I'm one of those guys that I believe everybody deserves to get love, right? If you're putting in work, then you should get recognized for it, and people should know who you are. And I'm real big on that. I did have a DJ hat change. I did. My game constantly crashes on my iPad. There does seem to be continually issues with iOS devices. Like, they just really struggle bus with iOS devices, it seems. A Warrior Shield or Share shirt in Tokyo? Whoa, Harley! That sounds freaking dope! Did you take a picture? I would love to see my merch in Tokyo. If you didn't, no big deal. But holy crap, that's so cool! What does Hull Breach do? Does it bypass mitigation? It is not Wet Coaster. Hull Breach provides a mathematical bonus to criticals. So after critical damage is calculated, Hull Breach in the background multiplies that number by 1.5. So the androids keep getting a zoom glitch. Yeah. So androids gets a zoom glitch, and then Apple devices have crash issues. So yay. Let's see, go over here. All right, can you talk about the Alliance Starbase and what it does for us as players? It does absolutely nothing. Sadly, it's pretty damn useless. The Alliance Starbase, you go out, you mine, you upgrade it, all to be the only real purpose it serves the average player is it allows you to get more research unlocked by taking it higher. So you see our Starbase is right here. It is level 20 Starbase. Level 20. Click all the little buttons. But the higher it goes, the more research you can unlock in the Starbase research tree. That's honest to God it. That's it. That's what it does. All right, look at Rev spam complete all these dailies. Yay, 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 yay. I love this so much. I've already got my sweeps. Look at this. Just click, click, click. It's all from freebooters. Ah! Makes me so happy. Take that, freebooters. Oh my goodness. Dailies is now a 5-minute thing. Harley, do you want an honest answer? Like Harley, legit, do you want an honest answer? I don't remember if it's in Tokyo. But if I could pick where I would like to see you taking a selfie with my shirt, there is a live action Gundam, like a full scale moving replica in Japan. Take a picture with the Gundam. That's if I got to choose where you took a picture with my shirt with the Gundam. Obviously with it in the background, but that would be where I chose. For those that don't know, Rev is a massive nerd. I love Gundams. I have a Zaku 2 Gundam sitting right on top of that shelf over there. I'm not sure about pushing for these officers. Joseph, I'm kind of doing it coincidentally, because I was going to, I said this, I was going to take my Pilum up no matter what, right? I was going to level my Pilum up, and it was going to go to tier 5, and I did. So I did that. All right, how much do you have? I need more epic loot. That JTK, damn it, JTK, why are you picking on me first? Of all the people to hit. Is there any info or chart that tracks if the Jordan loot chest increase? And if so, what ops level Bajoran faction rep will affect it? We do have stuff like that in my Discord. In fact, we have individuals now with a special color to their name that are volunteers. They have an orange name, Jules, Pseudo, Order to Chaos. There are a few of them that are super knowledgeable players that are constantly helping out or making some of these charts themselves. So if you're not in my Discord, join my Discord. And those players can either direct you to where that is or just go ahead and give it to you. How do I improve my dailies? By doing the brand new research, the Swarm sweep, the Klingon sweep, and the Romulan sweep. Come in here, part of the new X board research. So Romulan sweep, Klingon sweep, Swarm sweep. Now my freebooters count as kills for those. I do them all at once. Them all at once. And even more that need to get done as we complete more. Increase cost efficiency for research. Component boost, I need to do that to level 3. This one. Need to get that. There's a lot of great efficiency research and stuff in this tree. It really is. Favorite movie is Char's Counterattack. 8th MS Squad's really good. I will say that I also really enjoyed what's that most recent one that I just watched? It wasn't Unicorn, I don't think. Oh, I'll have to look it up. Let me go hold on, give me just a second. It is Iron-Blooded Orphans. I really enjoyed Iron-Blooded Orphans. Now, I think it came out 5 or 6 years ago, but it's currently on Netflix. I really watched Iron-Blooded Orphans. I really liked Iron-Blooded Orphans. So, that was a real good one. That was a real good one. Now, they also have on Netflix, they have Mobile Suit Gundam 1, 2, and 3 on there as well. But if y'all like giant mechs being used as weapons in space and on the ground, check out the whole Gundam franchise. I was in the middle of upgrading my station when I ran out of speed ups. Hopefully the next incursion event let me have more speed ups in the Mantis. I hope Scopely brings out Voyager art. I mean, I'm very confident that Voyager will come to this game. Question is when. But I do believe it will come to the game. That I have no doubt. Watching the whole original Gundam is a slog, kind of dated. Yeah, it is. I mean, granted, you know, the original Gundam is like Star Trek. It came out in the 70s. Well, Star Trek came out a little bit earlier, but that really older style animation and everything. And Derek, there is no announcement for the next incursions. Word is that there is a team working on incursions right now. They're working to fix incursions. An entire team. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% confident, but we'll see. I hope that they nail it. I really do. I hope that they nail it. You think Voyager's going to close out 2023? That would match with the Next Generation that closed out 2021 and DS9 that closed out 2022. So that tracks, right? Best mech show is old, called Zoids. All right, so I love Zoids, but Zoids is not better than Gundam. Now, there are some Gundams that aren't as good as other Gundams. It's kind of like Star Trek. But I would take Gundams over Zoids any day. They actually remade Zoids the past few years, and they made it worse. One guy that's underpaid and works on it every other week got it. Yeah, look, that's just all I got told, is that there's a team working on it now. So that's all I've got for you. I'm not, as you can hear by the sound of my voice, I'm not exactly like confident about it. Like I'm not trying to dog them over it. I just, at this point, I'm waiting to be proven right or wrong. Like I'm not going to go to bat for them over it. They need to fix their stuff, right? We can all agree with that. They need to fix their stuff. Let me open these chests real quick. Oh, directives. Yay. Really, really need to launch an epic. Let's see. Back over here. I need that epic to respawn, damn it. I'll take any epic at this point. I'd even take a weaker epic. 3 raccoons in a trench coat isn't a good team. Very nice. Nice reference. Nice reference. Fruit. And then, honestly, we could go below decks because Hugh doesn't work here. Hugh does not work against armadas, by the way. A lot of people keep asking me that. Hugh does not work against armadas. Just an FYI. So, Hugh does not work against armadas. And where's my other one? There we go. But for those curious, Hugh is only for hostiles, only for reds. Only for reds. Is there an epic over here? I launched it. That one just blew up. Damn it. Rare. You asked the devs to include Faction Legions daily to be included in freebooters. I already have, Rhino. I'm pushing really hard for it. I believe that is a point that they're going to concede on. I'm pretty confident that they are. And then credit to my boy DJ. DJ's going one further. I am like, hey, it makes sense to have allegiance count. This one. DJ's going further, and he wants the hostile harbingers to count multiples as well. Which I'm not going to argue that. I'm like, sure, I'll take more. I think no matter what, Faction Legion should work. So, and then I can't do these. These are ridiculous. You need a hella whale to carry this. You need a hella whale. Odo works. Yes, Tony. Odo works. We'll sit here and scan for epics. Go ahead and send a ship here. And actually, let me go back. See. Can I do my rare pull in? I can do my rare turn in. And uncommon. This is the same crack team from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Dr. Jones at the end of the movie asked who you have working on it. I don't know the plot of that movie. I mean, I know the movie. Like, I'm cognizant of the movie existing. But I don't really know that movie. How you doing, Robossi? Good to see you. Let's see. Respawn, please. I'm so glad they've adjusted spawn timers, but they lowered spawn timers a lot. But I feel like they need to lower them more. Is it just me, or do they need to lower it even more? I push 39 ASAP, or is there any value to sitting at 38? In my opinion, no. Just go ahead and go 39. At least you're getting 4-star then. Go ahead and go 39. Stop what you're doing, go watch Raiders. I'm not going to do that, Phoenix, but I admire how passionate you are. How passionate you are about that movie. I admire it. But I've got too much to do in game. No, Tony, I didn't get Comcast. We're working fine right now. We're working fine right now. We've been streaming over. Oh, wow, we've been streaming over an hour. Real quick, everybody. If you're watching this, that means that you are watching it thanks to generous donations from the community, such as yourself. If you want to support the channel, there's 2 ways you can support. You can do PayPal, Venmo, Cash App if you want to donate financially, or check out our merch store. Either way does help out the channel. Content creators like myself, we can't go to dev teams and fight and be the full-time guys that you ask us to be without your support. It's greatly appreciated. Liking the videos helps, comment on the videos helps, but if you want to help the biggest way of all and help get the foundation repaired on the house, because of course everything goes wrong when you buy a new house, donate. Everything's appreciated. I do always type donate wrong. I really do. It's a consistent problem with me. It's a consistent problem with me. Where is the epic? We're gonna recall, because I think that one part I can max this out. I only have a tier 4 auger, but have completed everything else on your 35 checklist. Should I push a 39 or keep saving? I would still get the auger up. Where is your? Have you gotten the Talios, and have you gotten the Defiant? Those are questions you got to ask now as well. You need to watch the Indiana Jones movies if you haven't. So the Indiana Jones movie that I watched most recently, not counting Star Wars, was his most recent Raiders movie, the Crystal Skull or whatever. It had Shia LaBeouf in it, and I was just really not impressed. To me, it was okay, but in general, I was just really not impressed with that movie. So I was just like, and I'm not saying like I can judge all the other movies based on that one, but it definitely didn't make me want to go watch another Indiana Jones movie. And again, I'm not trying to be offensive to those who love Indiana Jones. I'm just saying that's my experience, and it was not very good. It's like your first movie being Nemesis. Yikes. That bad, huh? Only the original 3 Indiana count. Crystal Skull is kind of meh. Watch the original. So Indiana Jones has another movie coming out, I think, and I can add it to my list of things to watch. Right now, that list includes Cocaine Bear and now Indiana Jones and whatever the 5th movie is in the original Indiana Jones. But I was taught last night about a movie called Cocaine Bear that I will be watching. To confirm, Crystal Skull's the absolute worst. But it was still watchable. It wasn't like get up and leave the theater bad. So watch Raiders and Last Crusade, maybe Temple of the Doom. Crystal Skull is the final frontier. Don't watch the new indie that's coming, just watch the originals. Well, I mean Cocaine Bear is I want to watch it. I do. All right. Yay, we got a Stella maxed out, and now we gonna scrap my Max Stella. Scrap, scrap, scrap. Level this bad boy up. Level this bad boy up. There we go. 1 minute. Done. All right, now we're gonna go put her in the scrapper. Scrapping our Stella. Scrapping our Stella. Stella getting scrapped. All right, let's go into our scrap yard. Right here. Where's our Stella? There we go. 467,000 particles, and Lord, do I need them. Yes. Be done tonight. Be done tonight. And my other Stella's like tier 7, tier 8. Yeah, tier 7. So, what's the price on lat to ship XP? I'd have to see what it is on lat to ship XP. I know lat to faction credit is 50 to 1. How do you get a second? Event stores. An event store is the only way to get a second Stella currently in the game. Event store is currently the only way to get a second. I only have 2 Stellas Traxton. 3 Stellas, there's definitely a time where I think 3 Stellas could be useful, but I've only got 2. I've only got 2. Now let's see, my Defiant, how close am I to upgrading an, I am, I'm so close, I just need the warp drive. Man, I'm 14,000 away from a tier 7 Defiant. Damn. Just like you feel so close. There's so many different completions, you know, but Lat to ship XP is 10 per. Thank you, Barnabas. I thought you had 3 when you scrapped a tier 9 and kept tier 7. My main is tier 9 and will never be scrapped. Nah, I just hit tier 9 and keep moving. My Stella is just more of a headache that I'm trying to finish, you know? Stella be a headache. Let me just go ahead and launch this rare. We're just sitting here with our thumbs up our butts, and I know as soon as I do this, epic's gonna spawn. An epic's gonna spawn as soon as I do that. Officers, we need to get... We don't need Hughes, so... Finish your Stella? Congrats, Wood Cannon! 160 out of 160. That is worth celebrating. That's worth celebrating. How many Stella particles would be required for all Stella research available? What is it? 19 maxed and scrap Stellas is what you got to have? How do I get the new Vidar? The Talios, you gotta get to level 38 and have a max Vidar. And then there's a mission in the holodeck. Do the mission, and then you will have the Talios unlocked. Don't have to scrap the Talios. You need 728,000 to go to the next level, and it's 10.4 thousand lat to buy. Math. Nice. 35. Sorry, y'all. I've got this new arc stuck in my head. Level 35 with a max Vidar, you get the mission. Apologies. Apologies. I got this brand new arc stuck in my head. This new arc is 38. The ex-Borg faction is locked behind 38. So, but you got to have a tier 9 Vidar, and then all you got to do is get to level 35. All right, let's see. Andrew, you need a max Vidar. Yeah, you need a max Vidar to get the tally. Max Vidar. Over here, also need to go do Bajoran solos today. Has everybody been doing their solo armadas? I need to do my Bajoran solos today. Because I got to do solos, rares, and epics. So I can get all my turn-ins. And that way I can get more of these Bajoran favors. I've kind of slowed down on these, and I need to get back on the horse. I need to get back on the horse. I've gotten most of the major ones. I need to get the Bajoran gas refinery. But, yeah. I need to do this. I need to do these. I need Outlaw's Advantage too, honestly, with how far behind I am. This new arc will be so useful with 35 players in my alliance. They've already had to bring their rep down from 30 million once. Have to do it again and again. Well, I mean, you'd still have to do that with the freebooter, because if you remember, those alliance dailies, they pay out rep as well. So you'd still have to do the same thing. You mean that you're not going to avoid that part. Is there a graphic that shows the crews for Bajor? There's a video that shows of what I use going against the Bajoran solos. But the premise behind fighting solo armadas, whether you're fighting it honestly doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're fighting big solos or little solos, like Borg or Dominion. It's built around criticals and mitigation. Those are the top two things you're looking for. Criticals and mitigation. I waited to have 5 to 6 solo armada directors till I jump on them to be able to get the loot chest rather than one a day. That makes sense. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that strat. I usually do take every 3 to 4 days before I jump in and do them. Yeah, we got one part done. We got one part done. Now I just got to kill 20 more of these to get my others so I can get transporter patterns. And I do need these ship parts. These aren't a lot of ship parts, man, but I'm really, as much as I just blew into my Pilum, which I could technically still get a couple things here if I wanted to do like one weapon on the Pilum. I could, but I'm not gonna. A naked tier 5 is good enough for me for right now. Walter, that is a movie coming out. It's a literal movie called Cocaine Bear, and it is exactly what your brain's telling you that it is. Exactly what your brain's telling you that it is. I do swarms of 2 parts, 1 a day and 1 on reset. That makes sense. So I'll be honest. I will only hit actual swarms once a week now. I will only ever hit swarms on Sunday now because I've got freebooters. I only ever hit swarms on Sundays now. There's no reason for me to hit swarms anymore, which I love. You know, it's kind of grown past it. Great XP is the best. It's nice. My USS Trevor will get dusty, but hey, it still comes out once a week. I'll still bring it out to come fight the swarms. But thanks to freebooters, man, I'm saving that time. Let's see, go over here. New features awesome, agreed. You do threat reduction BP event with Borg. No? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If they don't add the faction only mission in, it cuts grind time. Oh yeah, dude, it's been a fantastic addition. Like, I really can't give them enough credit for it. It really is that good. And level 38 plus, Laura, not 40 plus, 38 plus. Which current rate to get from, if you started the game today, you could get to 38 in under a year. So it's definitely, it's covering the majority of players with the new faction. How many freebooters do you need to kill to do all dailies? 6. 6. And all my dailies are done. I think it's 6. It's 6 or 7. And then all my dailies are done. Did we win? Oh, man. Nobody came to my freaking exchange vault? Rip. But we can actually take a look at my battle logs. I can tell you. Let's see. Where's our freebooter? Freebooters. How many do we hit? Swarms. Was I mixing my freebooters in? $46. I'm looking for 48. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6, and I was done. 6. Is it 7? Well, then I missed one again. Okay, 7. 7 to complete your swarm. There's 5, 6. So I guess I actually did one short of but anyway, a lot less is the answer. A lot less. Gotta do 6 anyway, so if you did the dailies for it specifically and did it be a different number, noted. Yeah, it's it all works out. And then I know like there's a lot of like players under level 38 that are upset, but I'll be honest, most of those players couldn't beat the baby freebooters anyway. And which is like there's a lot of officers that you need to kind of get leveled up and tiered up because you're not just going to run pipe and road chim. So, and it doesn't help the rep grind at all, Clayton, but that's okay. It's not meant to. It's meant to help complete your dailies. And if you want to do rep grinding is extra, right? So. Oh, let's go. Can't kill the Borg 35, still grinding my 34 epic. Yeah, I mean, so it's working your way up there, right? Like I still got to go grind Borg probes. That hasn't changed. I still got to grind Borg probes. I still got to do Dominion hostile grinding. There's other grinds that I have to do. And this just helps save a lot of the others. So I like it. But there's always ways that things can be better. And I'll never argue that things are perfect. So I'll never argue things are perfect. Might be a dumb question, but is it the only way to get rep is doing the daily? For the freebooters? Yeah, the only current way to get freebooter, the Explorer credits and rep is through the dailies. Now, there are events this month that have kind of paid out a little bit here and there. But generally speaking, the only way you're getting rep is through the daily event. Will you be using your Katinga or a Pilum for freebooters? My Pilum. I've got a tier 5 Pilum now, man. That's gonna be my grinder. That's gonna be my grinder. So delete. So many emails and crap. Stop emailing so much crap. Go away. I don't be the ship Deuce will most sleep over? Huh? Paulo, what does that mean? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, boss. Let me go over here and see what I can upgrade this Stella to. Here we go. Starting its epic turn-ins. I need another Stella. I need another Stella. So I can start doing the rares. You suggest maxing the Enterprise? At least tier 8. I don't necessarily know if you need to max it, but I would say at least tier 8. All right, and we're done. Yay, completion. Officer recruit, we like it. All right, recall. Now we got to go do worms because Scopely, as much as they're trying to help the game, they still hate you. And I know they hate you because they make you do worms. They make you do worms. What level is my outlaw favor? If I go, I think it's just tier 1. Outlaw advantage is tier 1. It's one of the ones I need to upgrade again so I can catch up. I need 3,600 to that. 3,600. Almaxian, still my favorite ship despite the Pilum. I mean, the Enterprise is a beautiful ship, right? Like, there are ships that even though they don't really help me a lot, I still want to get them. You love worms, so easy one kill. Hate worms. And I hate you for loving worms, Curly Fries. How are you doing this very wonderful Sunday? Hopefully, for you Americans out there, the time jump has not hurt you too much, not bugged you too much. One worm kill and done. Blah, blah. They're worms. They serve no purpose. I want something that serves a purpose. I want them to serve a purpose. Oh, somebody shared my personalized thank you. Oh, this is sweet. All right, for those that don't know, I want to share this because it's just a cute moment. And y'all like seeing the kids, I hope. So one thing I love about the new merch store is, well, the fact that it doesn't show up. Display capture. Do this one. The one thing I love about the new merch store that we have is I can send personalized thank yous. And somebody actually posted on Twitter the thank you I sent with my daughter. And I don't actually get to save them. So this is actually adorable. And I'm probably going to save this now. Because I don't actually ever get to save these videos that I send to people. But here.
Just say thank you to Dad Bod. Say thank you, Dad Bod.
Thank you, my dad.
All right. Well, they got a pizza shirt. You like pizza?
Yeah.
And we like you. Thank you for supporting me and the kids. You're amazing. Love you. We are talking into Daddy's phone. We're here to say thank you to Dad Bod. Say thank you, Dad Bod.
Thank you, my dad.
All right. Well, they got a pizza shirt. You like pizza?
Yeah.
And we like you. Thank you for supporting me and the kids. You're amazing. Love you.
Anyway, I love sending these personalized thank yous. Anytime somebody buys a shirt, we send stuff like this. It might just be me. Sometimes the kids are in it. But anyway, they posted it on Twitter, and I was like, I got to share this. And I'm actually going to download it. So
We are talking into Daddy's phone. We're here to say thank you to Dad Bod. Say thank you, Dad Bod.
Thank you, my dad.
All right. Well, they got a pizza shirt. You like pizza?
Yeah.
And we like you. Thank you for supporting me and the kids. You're amazing. Love you.
sorry, I'm saving it. All right, and saved. All right, sorry about that. Sorry. I've not done any thank yous in the Valley voice. Whoops, I did not mean to blow your eardrums out. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, we send personalized thank yous from the merch store. It's a big deal. So, yeah. I've seen Red Alone, Red with the Miz. I love the individual thank yous. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes I've sent thank yous out and it's like 1 in the morning because it's after I've been working and doing videos and content. And then I did some this morning with my daughter because she was not being a complete butthole. Don't let that cuteness fool you. My daughter is an insane diva. She is a spoiled diva to the max. Like, she's the absolute worst. I love her to death. I love her to death. But she's a damn diva. So, all right, let's do helps. I'm going to get this sped up because I'm going to go kill my worm. I'm going to go do my worm smacking. Manage. And where's Chin? Name. There she is. Up she goes. Pop. Valley Girl. And hostiles. One. Set course. He takes after me. I'm not. No. How dare you? Is she a diva or just aware of her self-worth? Well, I'm going to say that one of my goals is to raise a very confident, independent female. So I hope, yes. I hope. I hope. Rev loves worms and Comcast. Look here, Pokey. Calm down. Somebody's going to hear you and believe you. Anyway, that's just so adorable. Oh. Yeah, that's one thing I would actually say. That's one thing I'd actually say. I wish that site let me save some of the thank yous, because I do think it's great. It's great to have these moments with my kids, and like my kids are the reason I do all this. Like people ask, Rev, why do you work 12 hours a day? And my kids are so important to me, and giving them a life that I never had is so important to me. Little moments like that where I get to just involve her and involve my sons. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get all emotional thinking about my kids. I love my children. Better to love Comcast and Spectrum. I think they're both equally bad. Mine's 13, cherishes moments. Oh yeah, I can't wait till she's 13 and hates me. So I'm Ops 42, going to 43 soon. Should I focus my 4-star oncoming gas on upgrading my Foundry to 42 or upgrading my Valdor tier 3? I would get that Valdor up to tier 3 for sure. Get that Valdor up. Nothing better in life. It's kids are very fulfilling. Children are very fulfilling. They're little buttholes, but they're very fulfilling. So I have no complaints about my kids. I just hope that I'm able to leave them something that makes them happy. Redemption skip PvP, just kill 100 hostiles in PvP territory. You can do that, yeah. Just ignore the PvP and just do the hostile killing. And since they made it a 2-day event, I found today that we went in there, it was much calmer. Nobody was really doing anything. Nobody really cared. So, with all the Pilums and the Coronars in here. All right, come on, let's finish. Get all of our grinding in. Going to get me, what, halfway done? I think I got to hit 3 for my milestones. Yeah, I think I got to hit 3. Depending on what level I'm hitting. Yeah, I would go and get your Valdor up, because you definitely want another officer spot. My kid likes wearing my Rev hat. He gets excited when we're streaming and he sees famous Rev say my name. I'm not famous, man. I'm a pretty small-time content creator, but I'm very appreciative of my community. Where can we find level 65 hostile for combat training? $? You've reached the end. That doesn't exist. You've reached the end, my friend. They have not gone that far yet. Have not gone that far yet. Sorry, bud. I mean, congratulations on making it that high. But for Swarms, I'm assuming Pike, Moreau, Talon is better than PMC. Yes. And then beyond that, Pike, Moreau, Jayla is better. And then also you could run like Jayla Kang. I mean, there's very, very, very varied crews on what you can run. You try telling a something-year-old you're not famous with hundreds of viewers. I don't feel famous because, look, and I'm always transparent with y'all. I'm not out here making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, right? I'm supporting my family, and I'm hella grateful. But I've only got 43,000 people following my YouTube channel. They don't send you like a plaque, like the basic plaque that says, hey, you're kind of famous, until 100,000. I'm not even halfway there. And that's on YouTube. So, yeah. It's, I don't see myself as famous. I'm a grateful, very active content creator who loves Star Trek. I love Star Trek. I love all things nerdy. I mean, I made my own card game, by the way. Hey, here's a real quick plug. 300 of y'all here. I made my own card game. We are still in like the first edition beta testing. First edition beta testing. But if you want to check out the card game, more than welcome. Come check it out. We have 2 starter decks available. 2 starter decks available. Conquest, Sword. Okay, I have to search the site for it. Bam and bam. So if y'all have not checked it out already, you want to participate, we are designing our own card game. I am going to also eventually have like character customization that people can participate in. Like you can design characters, stuff like that. It's a 2-player game, so each player needs a deck. You can get the decks here on our shop store. We got the Empire deck, and then we've got the Pirate or Human Pirate deck. So if y'all do want to play some nerdy card games, which I'm a big fan of nerdy card games, check out the links. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Bam. Here's what it looks like on the site. If we could get Mr. Beast to share your stuff, you'd be set. Yes. Just a shout out for Mr. Beast. Just a shout out for Mr. Beast. But yeah, here's the game. Conquest of Sword and Thread, 1 deck. Here's the Thread deck, and then here is the Pirate deck. So, right there. I need to post the rules too. If it wasn't for the licensing nightmares, I'd love to see a sci-fi Kingdom Hearts type game. Yeah, I will admit, hey, everything in my card game is custom. Like, there are a ton of Easter eggs, though. I put in a buttload of Easter eggs, but it is all custom. In my mind, to be considered famous, someone has to say a part of your name and everyone else around them immediately finishes it. Well, then that's definitely not the case for me yet. So I'm set. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't forget to equip your red skin on your baby Stella. Well, 1, you don't have to actually to equip a skin for it to work. You just have to activate it. And 2, I don't have the Stella skin. I don't have the Stella skin. Yeah, Tony, there's a ton of Easter eggs. Do I actually have here? Let me look at the page again real quick. I have a couple of the cards you can actually see on the page. I don't think. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here's one that you can see that's kind of an Easter egg. So this is kind of an Easter egg. Well, it is. Can you figure out who this is from by reading the name of the character? By reading the name of the character and the flavor text, can you figure out who this is referencing? Technically, it's referencing 2 people, but specifically 1. It's referencing 2, but the name obviously can't be identical. But Boss got it. Boss got it. So Dax obviously is a shout out to Dax from DS9, but Kaylee Dax. But if you read the flavor text here, that is clearly Kaylee from Firefly. So there's a lot of flavor. There's a lot of like, you know, homage and odes to my favorite sci-fi, some manga, stuff like that, all throughout the game. So she's a rare card in the pirate deck. So anyway, just real cool stuff. I'm proud to be making something so daggum nerdy. Can an Augur Enterprise or D4 destroy a freebooter? They can. Yeah, we've seen it happen. In fact, if I go into that system, I might see. If we go to the 38, we might see some of those in there. Yeah, there's an Augur literally right as we spawned in. Bam. This is a tier 6 Augur. Running. That's a crew. Not terrible. Let's see what else we got in here flying around. Anybody else floating? Or is it just the Augur? Oh, there's another Augur right up here. Ludicrous Speed. Running. This is a crew that we did a video on. There's the Augur. I think that's just a stuck visual glitch. Yeah, there's 2 Augurs in there. You certainly can. Mix of Kaylee and Dax, and one of Dax's hosts was an engineer. Yeah, and Kaylee is also an engineer from Firefly. So that's why I merged them together, right? I've not gotten a Nova VP yet. We're going to try. I'm going to try that grind. Oh my goodness. Okay, somebody just, y'all want to see the baby? Somebody just sent me a video of one of the thank yous that I sent them. Here, let me, I'll open it up. Let y'all watch it. I have to turn the sound way up on it. All right. Y'all are getting Rev Deuce Family Edition, so I'm sorry for those of you who aren't into family. Like, y'all don't really care about the kids or anything. I'm sorry. But I do. So, play capture. This is one I sent to Ordrin.
Hey, Ordrin, thank you for picking up the mug, and I really appreciate that. Shout out from me and the little one. The other two are asleep, but sincere thank you from my family to yours, and have an amazing day. I'm sure I'll talk to you.
That's the baby. Do you see the baby? That's my youngest. So,
hey,
that's my
Ordrin,
youngest.
Thank you for picking up the mug, and I really appreciate that. Shout out from me and the little one. The other two are asleep, but sincere thank you from my family to yours, and have an amazing day. I'm sure I'll talk to you.
Anyway, there's the baby. Y'all don't get to see the baby a ton, but the baby was in the personalized thank you. So there's the baby. He does look a lot like me. True. Just did a freebooter daily with my Enterprise 45s, 48s. Very nice, Forgotten. We love it. We love it. The levels matter for rep. What do you mean, Eric? Like, are you saying, like, do you get more rep at a higher ops level? Let me, I gotta turn the music back on. There we go. Can't wait to complete my Rev thank you video collection with the kiddos when I get my shirt. I got to do more thank yous when I end this stream. In fact, I've actually got to contact the company because some of my thank yous aren't appearing on my phone to be able to send. So I got to ask them, like, hey, y'all, what's up? I know I've got thank yous just waiting and it won't let me send. But anyway, we're going to wrap the stream up, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Join the Discord. A lot of y'all are asking some very great Star Trek Fleet Command stuff. If you also want to participate in a Rust server, like if y'all want to play a game together, I will consider getting a Rust server if y'all want to help with that. But that y'all let me know. You can hit me up on Discord or Facebook. We'll figure it out. I'm going to wrap up. I'm actually going to go see the kids and do a couple more thank you videos for all those who've purchased merch. If you would like your own personalized thank you, pick up some merch at the channel right there on the link. And me and the kids will be more than happy to send it to you. I appreciate y'all for supporting me and my family. It really does mean a lot, especially everything that we've gone through. You're all wonderful people. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next exciting video, Star Trek Fleet Command, which will be tomorrow. Got something special in store from ya. Here's a hint. Another improvement? What could the new improvement be? Oh, snap. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.